Stephen, did you think that was going to end a 4-0 game today?
No, but over the piece I thought we more than deserved for them. Created so many good chances. For a bit more clinical, then it could have been a lot more comfortable. Maybe finish the game with 11 men. So disappointed with a few obviously missed opportunities and not getting a penalty in the first half. You know, the one time I'm not a massive fan of VAR, but it's the one time this season I thought, geez, VAR, please.
That's the thing, from our angle it certainly looked like Cal's kind of diagonally cut across at the very corner of the box, and when the challenge was made it looked, from at least from our side, that he was in. What did you see of it?
Well, I knew I was quite close to the play. I knew it was inside the box. The only thing I would say the ref didn't give it at first. I think the linesman gives it, and when the ref kind of looks around the situation, both players are outside the box. The only thing I can think of why he's not given a penalty. But it's still not had a penalty in the league, so I'm sure they can understand our frustration.
Do you start to then worry? Of course, it's 1-0. You know, we had plenty of chances. We could arguably, I felt, by half time have been further ahead, and then suddenly out the blue you get a red card given against your team.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of moments. I think the one, maybe Liam's double chance, we start to think we're playing so well, we're so much in control, but I've been in football long enough to know that you can't just keep getting away with. Obviously a few of us should do better for Cole's red card, and I thought it was I didn't feel like there was cards in the game, and then to get that brandished, and then they have a half chance with the header. So it was a difficult 5-10 minutes, but I thought we reset ourselves, and even with 10 against 11 we created the better chances.
The second goal today was absolutely vital, and then that's really what kind of put us on the way to the win. With all due respect, not too many folk would have said Stephen McGinn is the second goal scorer, so what were you doing up there? Tell us.
Well, it's just, I mean, you're playing against a low block, and with the addition of Liam in there, it allows me to at times go. Sometimes we've played with Gary and Aidan, and there is an onus on me to stay back all the time, but it does free me up a wee bit to get in the box. I had a couple of half chances in the first half, and then the way the wind was going, you're just begging it for it to come into your path, and thankfully I've put it in.
Is that 3 for the season now?
Yeah, it's 3, yeah. So only 1 for the whole of last season, so yeah, 3, and I fancy myself to add a few more. That's always the aim.
And that's the thing, we did manage to add a few more at the end. And does that maybe put a slight sheen on the game? But you said we were worth a few goals.
Yeah, I mean, if you come away with a 2-0, you're a bit disappointed with the chances you create, and that's what we can do. We can hurt teams, and if we are just a wee bit more clinical, it can be more of a normal scoreline here.
I'm Sean Mage, when me and Stuart were chatting on the commentary, because both tackles I thought today were solid yellows, but were they really red? What did you see?
Just as a total, I think the second becomes a red because the first is a red, so consistent. I don't think, I mean, played a long time, don't think they're both reds 10 years ago, even my time, so. But it is what it is. It's part of having good seasons, you have to deal with setbacks. Cole's going to be a miss for the next couple of games if it's not appealed, so we just have to go on with it.
I think, and I'll need to double check, but that's us up to second place in the league now. Obviously Dunfermline still have that gap, but it helps to keep our momentum going.
Yeah, I mean, with the way it fell with games postponed, managed to have 3 home games here in a row. We're good here, and we've enjoyed playing in the 3 games, put the wee run together, and sets ourselves up for, it's the first time we've set ourselves that chance to go on a run, and we've spoke about it all season, and now we've gave ourselves that chance.
Can we ask just what's the morale in the camp like just now?
It's good. Has been good all season. I mean, there's times things haven't gone for us. A couple of times we've let ourselves down, but it's a good dressing room. I've loved being a part of it, and as I said, it's something that I think we've become used to. Turn up here on a Saturday and get used to winning here, and that was one of my aims to come here. We make this a fortress again and make it a place where fans could enjoy coming to watch us and see goals go in.
Blaine seems to have fitted in quite nicely.
Yeah, I mean, with obviously Ryan's injury as far back as Peterhead, Finn Yates and Brad have filled in great for us at times, but I mean, over the piece it's been missing. We've missed that right back, and that outlet that Blaine's came in and gave us, and he's a good boy, and he's come in, settled in right away, and his 2 performances have been great.
Talk us through your finish.
As I said, just the way, I mean, I think you can see now with the conditions, it was so windy, especially coming from that corner, and the way, honestly I was just trying to get it on target and make contact with it, so yeah, but delighted to add to my tally.
And finally, just on to next week, another tough game, but hopefully keep the momentum going.
Yeah, cup tie, chance to progress into the the last 16. So we want to come out of that game in the half the next round and see where it takes us.
Well, here's hoping. Stephen, congratulations on the goal today, and as always, thanks for your time.
Cheers, Lewis.
Magic.